Hi, dear viewers. A very warm welcome to another session of Learning Excel with Experts at EduLite in partnership with Let's Master. So without wasting any time, let's start today's session. Hi, dear viewers. Welcome to our last session in the series, Learning Excel with Experts. And in this session, we are going to discuss about Google Sheets. So in our previous session, we have discussed how to create an account and how to log on. So once you are logged in to your Gmail account, we will go to this button, or this icon, which is named as Google Apps. As soon as you will click on this icon, it will show you all the various Google applications to which you have access because of your Google account. Now, in order to create a sheet, you can either click on Drive or you can straightway click on Sheets. So we will click on Sheets, and as soon as you will click on Sheets, the system will take you to another screen where you can see a screen similar to this. On this screen here, if you scroll down, you will see the files which I have created earlier and saved on my drive are available here. Here, you can see some templates. So if you remember in the very first session of our introduction to Google Sheets, we discussed this, that as we have some predefined templates available in Excel, similarly, we have some predefined templates available in Google Sheets. We will not discuss these templates here, and we will just create a new Google Sheet by clicking on this plus sign. As soon as you will click on the plus sign, the system will bring up a new Google Sheet for you. So as a best practice, the first and foremost thing that we need to do is to give a name to this Google Sheet, so that later on, just by reading the name of the sheet or the book or the file, we can easily understand what data we have saved in this file. So in order to change the name of the file or to give a relevant name to the file, you just need to click on this box, which currently read as untitled spreadsheet. That means this is a new spreadsheet. In Excel, if you remember, whenever you are opening a book, it is Excel workbook, it is naming the workbook of Excel as book 1, book 2, book 3. So similarly here, the Google Sheets are named as untitled spreadsheet until or unless you assign a name. So we are going to do practice. So that's why we will name this as practice sheet. Here, this is this green dialog box. This helps you to provide with some tips in regard to Google Sheet. So in order to close this, you can simply click on got it, and this will disappear. Now here, one more thing, which is very important. In Excel, whenever you are making some changes or whenever you are adding some data to the worksheet, it is mandatory to save the data in just to make sure that we don't lose the work that we have done. Whereas in Google Sheet, we have this advantage that as this is an online tool, so you need not to save the work that you have done. As soon as you make some changes, you enter some data points and press enter, the system automatically saves the work that you have done. So here we have just changed the name of the sheet and we are done. We have not saved it, or we have not used any option like save or save as or rename. What we have to do in Excel. In our previous sessions, we have already discussed about the various contents of the Google Sheet screen. So if you want, right now, there is only one sheet in this file. If you want to add more sheets, what you can simply do is click on this plus button and you can add the sheets. So here we have a couple of sheets, right? And in order to see the sheets, we will have to scroll up and down, very similar to Excel. Sorry, my bad, not scrolling up and down. Rather, we should be scrolling right or left, as we used to do in Excel. But here in Google Sheet, we have a special icon, all sheets. As soon as you will click on this button, the system will show you list of all the Google Sheets which are available in this file. So either you can access the sheet on which you want to work by scrolling using the scroll bar and scrolling it left or right, or you can simply click on this icon. It will show you the list and you can select the sheet on which you want to work. So currently the sheet number 10 has been selected. Now, if I want to switch on to sheet number 1, I can simply click on this button and I will click on sheet 1. So now you can see the color of sheet 1 has become white. That means the active sheet on which we are working is sheet 1. Now, if you want to change the color of the tab, like how we used to do in Excel, just click on this triangle pointing downwards, and it will show you the options to change the tab color. If you want to change the name of the sheet, again, click on the triangle pointing downwards and select rename option and give the name that you want to assign to the particular sheet. So we are saying test 1. This is how you can change. If you want to delete a sheet, just again click on the triangle and select delete option. Here, the system, as a precautionary measure, gives you a warning message. Are you sure you want to delete the sheet? Just to make sure accidentally we don't end up deleting any sheet. If you are sure, you can click on OK and see from this file, sheet number 4 is being deleted. If you have accidentally selected the option delete, the system will prompt you, and if you realize that no, or if you are not sure that you want to delete the sheet, just click on cancel and this particular option will get cancelled. So now let's rename this sheet as test 3. Here we will write test 2. Oops. The sequence of the sheets got disturbed. So now what we can do is we need to move sheet named as test 2 before the sheet named as test 3. So that means we need to move it towards left. So now you can see the sheets are arranged in a sequence, that is test 2, test 3, test 1, test 2, test 3. So similarly, if you want to move any sheet to right, you can move the sheet to right. So this is another function using which you can rearrange the sheets in the desired manner. Now, you can start entering data. This is my test data that I am entering. So similarly, as we used to enter the data in Excel, you can enter the data here also, and whatever you are typing, that will keep on displaying in the formula bar. And here you can see the cell address, means the cell in which you are working currently. If you want to change the font, you can change the font. If you want to change the size, you can change the size. If you want to change the style, bold, italics, strike through. If you want to change the font color, you can change the font color. If you want to fill the cell, you can fill the cell. And like how we can, in Excel, we can arrange the size of the cells, we can do all those functions. If you want to change the orientation of the text, you can very well change the orientation of the text as well. So more or less, you can say that all the functions which are available in Excel are available in Google Sheet as well to a great extent. So here in this session, we have discussed the basic functionalities of Google Sheet. Not only this, if you want to suppose perform some mathematical operations, like here we have entered a number 87, then 98. I want to do the sum. I will use the sum function. If I want to do the multiplication, I can do the multiplication as well. So in nutshell, you can say that for the basic functions, whatever we have discussed in the previous sessions of Excel, all those functions are very much applicable and are very much available in the Google Sheets as well. At a later stage, when we will discuss the advanced functions in Excel, we will do a similar comparison between Excel and Google Sheets, and wherever the way or method of using a particular function is different in Google Sheets as compared to Excel, or if we need to use a different function to get the same result in Google Sheets as compared to Excel sheet, Excel workbook, we will explain those things also in detail. Rest of the things in Google Sheets and Excel is pretty much similar. So I hope you liked our this session, entire session, which has got somewhere around 11 videos. And in the description of this video, you will get link to all those 11 videos, supported by some practice files and all. So with this, we come to an end of our series, Excel for Learning Excels with Expert. And this series we named was as Yellow Belt, which is for beginners. And soon we will start our new series, which will be Learning Excel with Experts, Green Belt. So gradually we will progress in this journey of learning Excel. So thank you very much for joining us in this another session. And if you have any comments or if you have any queries, feel free to write to us on service@edulite.com or